information. Privately, been doing handicap for 10 years at 72.5%. This is the Drewster's Corner.
I am the Drewster. Drewster's Corner here. We're entering week 15 in the NFL. Wow, pretty crazy. We got some good football going on. Had to skip the Thursday game. It was Frisco, Seattle. Frisco minus 3.5, 42.5. Drewster would have took San Fran. Brock Purdy played. That would have just went that way anyways. Their defense is too good. Seattle, they've fallen. I think they've lost 5 out of 6. They really can't do much. Geno hasn't been much so, but we would have took Frisco in the under on that game. All right, moving on. We got Saturday games this week. Saturday, the Drewster gets to see Saturday football, Sunday football, Monday football. Fantastic. We love it. Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, a good day of football. We got Jeff Saturday's group, Indianapolis Colts, going to Minnesota. Minnesota minus 3.5, over under 47.5. Jeff Saturday's group coming off a bye, but that 72.5% is not going to help Jeff Saturday this week. Minnesota, you blew it. You could have won the division last week against Detroit. Detroit coming on strong. Kind of amazing. They're playing well. They beat Jacksonville the week before. They beat you guys. But Minnesota, you're going to clinch the division today or on Saturday. Minnesota minus 3.5. Take them against the Saturday bunch. They'll be too much for them at home. And plus, Minnesota's like a win a game, and then if they lose, then they win again. They played bad, so they get their 11th win, and they win the division. Congratulations to them. At least it's not the Packers. I'll take Minnesota over anybody else. We went the Bears, of course, but that's not happening. So, all right, moving on. We got Baltimore at Cleveland. Both quarterbacks are hurt. Huntley might play, but he's coming off of injury. The line is Cleveland's minus 2.5 and 38. Baltimore, he squeaked out a win last week. Very lucky. But you know what? Deshaun Watson's had 2 weeks of losing to get his team going. Cleveland always plays good at home. I think they're going to run the ball. They're probably going to beat Baltimore at home. Take them minus 2.5. It's a field goal. They probably win by field goal. All right, moving on. We got Miami at Bills. Miami. Disappointing last week. I picked you. You couldn't win. Tua, I guess the hip is still bothering you, or the knee, or the foot, or whatever other injuries you have going on is happening. So then we got the Bills at home minus 7. Minus 7, 44. The Bills, you keep winning. But you're just not strong at it. It's like, I said you were one of the best teams in the NFL, probably go all the way, which you probably will, but you got to start producing a little bit better of a win. It's like you're barely getting it. I don't know. But I'm going to pick you this week at home. There's going to be some snow. I think you're going to run the ball better than Miami. You're going to cut down the receivers. And Buffalo Bills win this game. By 7, I'm not sure. It's a big division thing, so we're just going to take the Bills. All right, we move into Sunday. We got the number 1 team in the NFL, Philadelphia Eagles, visiting the Chicago Bears. The line's 9 and 48.5. Oh, my God, my Bears, my Bears, my Bears. You have every opportunity to win the last 4 or 5 games. You just keep blowing it at the end. He threw 2 INTs. You're killing me. But now you're going up against juggernauts. We got injuries. I don't even think Montgomery's going to be able to play. But if he does, he's going to be limited. And we got the other kids. So I think Philadelphia runs away with this. They'll beat us by 10 points. Take Philly and the points. The over 48.5. I think the Bears might score 17 in this one, maybe 21 because of the Philly defense, but Philly's going to score 35, 38 points. All right, moving on. We got Atlanta at New Orleans. Atlanta, Mariota out. Going to get surgery. New Orleans minus 4, 43.5. We're just going to take New Orleans at home. Atlanta's horrible. I don't even know who their backup is. I forget, but he's terrible. And Atlanta, you just can't do anything. You were in the hunt, and you're not going to be in the hunt anymore. All right, so you're done. New Orleans, Minus a 4, probably not. Just take New Orleans. All right, Dallas at Jacksonville. Jacksonville, 2 weeks ago, gets Detroit. I take you. You can't do shit. Then you come out and you beat a good team. You beat Tennessee. Fucking went all over them. I don't understand you. It's Dallas minus 4, and the over-under is 47.5 at there. Dallas kind of slipped last week. They had to score in the last minute of the game. Maybe even the last 10 seconds. I don't remember what it was to win that game over Houston. Everybody's coming for you. Maybe they showed the weaknesses for you. I think you're going to play better. But I think this is going to be a close game. I don't know. You could lose this game. You could lose this game. I have Dallas Circle winning this game. Minus 4. But Jacksonville put up a good fight for me to even think about upset special. But we're going to stick with Dallas. All right. We got Detroit at the New York Football Jets. JDSSS. It's minus 144. Detroit's on a roll. They're playing well. The team is gelling. Drewster's going to take Detroit minus the 1. Over under 44. Jets still have a good defense. But I still believe that this offense of Detroit has got it rolling. They score at least 28. The over will probably come in. They'll let the Jets get some scoring with Mike White. He was down in the end zone plenty of times. They just couldn't score last week. So, I don't know what's going on, but we're going to go ahead and just see what happens with, we're going to take Detroit. All right, we got Pittsburgh at Carolina. Carolina minus 3, 37.5. Can you believe this? Out of all the crap, getting rid of McCaffrey, getting rid of Baker Mayfield, that the Carolina Panthers, if they win out, win the division. Unbelievable. This team has come together. They're playing decent with their parts with Arnold and everybody else. We're taking Carolina on an upset. Not an upset because they're minus 3, but Carolina at home against Pittsburgh. We're taking them. I believe in them. We're going to see what happens. All right, moving on. We got KC minus 14 at Houston, 49.5. I think KC watched that game last week and saw Houston, how they brought it on to Dallas. Dallas had issues with it. So we're going to take KC. Do they cover 14? I don't know. They've only covered 14 like once in a while here. So I'm not really sure. But we're going to take KC 49.5. I believe it'll probably be under. New England at Las Vegas Raiders. You let Baker Mayfield throw a touchdown in the last 5 seconds of the game to beat you. That's terrible. Kay's missing with my Greenfield here. So we got, I'm taking New England. They pulled out the game last week. They got to get something rolling. It's minus 0.5. That means they're calling for a tie for this game. But I believe New England and Belichick will have something for the Raiders. They made a little good push, 2-3 games in a row, played that well, but they're done. All right, New England on the road, going to win. Belichick. Arizona at Denver. They lost Murray last week. Third play of the game. Terrible. I picked them to win. They couldn't do shit. They're getting 3.5. Denver's minus 3.5. Russell Wilson, don't have no idea if he's playing. It doesn't matter. That team is terrible. Arizona's terrible. We're just going to take Arizona with the points. Court McCoy, I have no reason why I'm not taking Denver, but we're just taking Arizona. All right, Tennessee at LA Chargers. Chargers minus 3, 46.5. Charger team, you got your receivers back. Your defense is coming back. You played a great game last week. I think you get another win at home. Tennessee, you're falling off. I don't know what's happening. You let some bad teams beat you. And I think since you got rid of Brown, you have no passing attack. And if you stop King, if you stop King Henry, then it's over. It's over. You can't throw the ball. You can't do shit. LA Chargers, minus 3. We'll take them. You got Cincinnati at Tampa Bay. Why would anybody take Tampa Bay? If you watch the last couple of games, that old man cannot throw the ball anymore. He's throwing it down. I don't know if he's hurt. He's got a thumb issue with Rodgers, but he can't throw the ball. The team is terrible. The defense is terrible. They can't run the ball. They can't score points. We're taking Cincinnati minus 3.5 all day fucking long. And 44 points. Let's say the under in this game because I think Tampa scores 10 points, maybe 14, 17, tops. and Cincinnati's going to score at least 30. All right, we got the Sunday night. The New York football giants, the big G-men, going into Washington. Washington minus 4.5, coming off a bye at 72.5%, and they're going to kick the Giants' ass. The Giants have too many injuries at the offensive line. They can't block. They change all the time. Barkley ran the ball last week, but he's still hurt. I don't think that's going to make a difference. Washington coming off the bye. Heineke's playing well. I think they got rest, and I think they're going to win this game at home. Minus 4.5 to push the Giants out of this playoff issue. All right, moving on to Monday, we got the Rams. Baker Mayfield and the Rams now going into Green Bay, getting 7, and we're taking the Rams on an upset because I hate Aaron Rodgers. I think his thumb bullshit and his rib bullshit is fucking bullshit because I called it early in the year, making excuses because you're not making the playoffs and you're not winning the division. So guess what? Aaron Rodgers, you're going down this week. Baker Mayfield, Rams, +7. Take them. This is the Juicer, and I'm out.